Yay! Hello, hello. Good morning. First time here on YouTube. I have been doing a lot of test runs on the streamings. So, well, I was on Twitch earlier, but since YouTube is kind of like my main platform, so I decided to never mind. I decided to try on YouTube streaming and see how the chat and everything runs. I think I'm still experiencing some latency. Like it's not as the response is not as live as quick as I wanted, but I think I can fix that later. Yeah. So I'm just looking at my chat. Finally, my chat showed up. Early on, I was fiddling with like a chat being not able to show up and people cannot talk to me. That was on Twitch. So I may head on to Twitch later and to check everything is fine there. But anyways, I still like to do my streams on YouTube, especially the streams with like a more casual setting like drawing and singing, perhaps. Yes. Well, I don't know if you see my new shorts clip. I was practicing Tamaki Koji's melody. I really like that song. Because I sang Ikanaide, and Ikanaide, after listening to that song multiple times, YouTube recommend me Melody, and I go on Tidal and see that Melody is actually a much more popular song than Ikanaide. So I start listening to it, and I was amazed. I like the melody. It really fits my kind of singing style, I guess. I mean, the range-wise, the male voice is a bit low for me. So I found the female key, and then I tried to practice on the melody. Up till now, I haven't really finished any recordings of melody yet. I still need to practice. With slow songs, there's always this like gap. It's like all silent, and there's no way that anything's gonna cue you in. I'm having trouble with being cued in, so I really need to time myself, or maybe do a count or something. With I sang King by Canadia. King Canadia was a little bit different. That was a very fast-paced song, and I practiced like more than 30 times just to do that. That was it took me like a whole week trying to figuring out everything. Usually when I do my song recordings, I like to sing it along with the music and then do a recording, like everything at once. But with Canadia, King is such a fast-paced song that it's almost impossible for me to do that. So I really have to. I download Audacity, that free audio editing software. I download that just to have the instrumental and my singing separate and combine it into one file. So I finished that file. I haven't uploaded to YouTube yet because I want to do some final editing, and I want to see if I want to make it into like a music video, like every prominent VTubers do. It took me some time to do the drawings of the King cover. Yes, like when other VTubers they sing King, you got this very nice illustration from the original King music video. I think it's sung by Gumi. I don't know who's Gumi, but it sounds like a electronic programming voice to me. So I guess that's why the King song is such a fast-paced song. It was not meant to be sung by human beings. It was meant to be sung by like computer programs. That was hard for me. So when I was practicing King and doing the recordings, I really need to edit out all the breath gaps. I either not take a breath or take a short breath and edit it out. And you see, it's challenging because the song is a really high-pitched song, and despite my voice being a high-pitched one, I couldn't last till the whole chorus with just one breath. It's just impossible. So I did multiple recordings of that, do some editing and queuing in. So at the moment, I'm pretty happy with how I sound like. Maybe there's a little hit of miss, but as far as I see that with a human being singing this King cover without any editing, making like sound effects, making it sound like a computer programming, like a real human singing, I think I did pretty good. So hopefully I can get that upload onto YouTube soon. And because now I am I have to make a decision if I want to make it into like a music video with an illustration, like actually hire someone to make a animation for me, or do I just paste that illustration and call it a day and play the song? I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Yeah, I'm just still figuring out everything. Speaking of the King cover, took me some time. Like up to now, I still haven't uploaded it. I finished the illustration. Yes, I did the illustration by myself, so it took me some time. Trying to figuring out how all this digital art, digital media works takes some time. There's like a learning curve for me, right? I'm not really proficient in technology things. I'm not good at it. I'm still learning my way. Got an iPad. Like I invested into an iPad just to do drawings, because I know that I need graphics for myself. And sometimes, all the good artists, the commissions is always closed. So I really have to rely on myself to do all these artwork and stuff. Yeah. So, well, today I'm trying to test run this YouTube stream, chat a little bit, because I'm gonna have this up on my YouTube channel as a VOD. And I would also like to do a little drawing, showing you I'm trying to draw my room. Like I need a room, right? I need a room that I can chat to. I mean, I do have a chat overlay like here. It's kind of like you can show up all the chats and stuff. But if I have a room, the viewer experience will be much more better, I think. So I'm at the moment that I'm trying to draw out my room, illustrate it myself, because I'm not very good at it, but I'll see how it goes. Like, I think it's more special if I can manage to draw my own room. It's made by me because I know everything that I ever wanted in my virtual room. So today I want to show you maybe the room that I have been working on. So just be a sec. Here we go. Yes, so this is the background I have. On the side, you see there's different layers. I hide them to keep it like a little bit secret. Now, I'm gonna show it to you. So on the first layer, I did like a dimension. This is the dimension of the room. So you can see it like this. It's pretty much, this will be much more clear. Yes. So I started with doing like I want a fireplace. So this is my fireplace. Yay. V stands for my name, Vezelia. And I also did this little Rococo style. In Rococo style, that Venus, the birth of Venus, is the epitome of Rococo painting because there's so much element going on there that is representative of Rococo style. Especially you got that shell motif. So this is like the shell motif. I try to imitate the Rococo style, but it ended up looking like a leaf or something. Like, I don't know how to put it, but hey, maybe after I color it, it will look better, I guess. Yeah, so this is my fireplace. I need a fireplace in my room because it's just, all the Victorian rooms, they always have some kind of fireplace. So I want a fireplace for myself too. And next we have candles because we need to light up my room. Take a sip of my tea. So these are my candles because I find candles, the candelabra, I like the candelabras. It's just very pretty. I don't know, there's like a Victorian Gothic touch with candle lights and candelabras. Next, we have a mirror. Well, this is my mirror. So you see, my symbol is more like roses, and well, my last name is like RoseCrois, so it actually means the rose and the cross in French, but this cross is more like a decorative kind of cross, not religious. Yes. So, well, crosses have connotation with like religious symbolism, but my cross is just, well, the name RoseCrois comes from like a very pretty print on a dress. Because I have a dress that actually have like roses and crosses on it, and it's called a RoseCrois print. So I'm like, hey, RoseCrois, I like it. So this is my last name. And of course, my motif is more like roses, and because I'm a vampire, so bat, like my ears. See my ear? Like bat ear? So the bat and the rose is actually my symbol. But because of my last name, I decided to put a cross there. And even if you look in my logo, there's like the RoseCrois, right? So yeah, just let it be. Just let my RoseCrois be that. No religious connotation. But if you're religious, yes, I am very welcome. I mean, I think that if you're religious, you're admirable, and if you think this cross has any connotation with your faith, then I completely respect your faith. I personally, I'm sort of a religious person too. I come from a background with like studying about religion in the academics. So yeah, more story later. Let's move on. Next up, we have some decorative items here. Don't mind me with all these scribbles. I was like fixing the background and I don't know what did I do to it. Well, you'll see it later because yeah, I messed up my background. So these are like fixes. Somehow this layer, I think I kind of erased the background or something. It's not showing up properly, so I need to maneuver it. But you see, with my fireplace and the candles, I also have this screen. You know, after you burn wood, there's ashes in the fireplace. So this screen is just to prevent, I wonder if they prevent the dust coming out. I mean, people do clean up their fireplaces, right? Like in old houses, not the new electronic fireplace, but the older ones. And then they also have the screen to put inside or maybe like somewhere close to the fireplace so that it looks nice and proper, not like showing up all the dust and all the gunk there. And I also have like a vase of flowers. They are roses actually, but it looks a bit messy here because I will do the coloring on a separate layer. So this is more like a sketch, and of course more candles on the floor. What's more gothic than that, right? So this is my mirror. Next we move on to the stained glass. So this is my stained glass layer. 2 duplicate panels and then 1 in the center. I really like when I spent so much time doing the outlines of this one. I wonder if I'm gonna call this like an outline or a sketch, because this is supposed to be like a sketch layer, but it looks like I spent too much time into this sketching layer. Like all the details here, I spent a lot of time working on this, and again with like the botanical motifs that this one is botanical. The one on the fireplace is more like a seashell, but turning into leaf, botanical. You have like a budding rose here. This is like a rose bud. And yes, so this is basically, and then 1 more rose here. Like I have a lot of roses because rose is my symbol. And we also have this is the middle panel, more roses, right? For the middle stained glass. So this is kind of like the centerpiece of the room. So when you come into my room, you should be able to look at the fireplace, yes, but also the roses, the rose stained glass here. This is the complete look, and of course, cannot complete without the cross because of the RoseCrois. More roses, a lot of roses and fronds. I limit the use of cross here, just 1 right in the center. And my initial, RC, RoseCrois. So this is the stained glass layer. But you see, for a room, you cannot complete a room without having a bed. So I draw myself a coffin bed. Well, this is the diamond. This is like a really like sketch of the bed. So I need to get the dimension, the shape right. Yes, so this is hexagon. Yeah, this is a hexagonal shape. And this is the sketch. So this is my bed. I don't have a proper bed. I sleep in a casket. And yeah, I haven't drawn out the cover of my casket yet. So I guess my room is gonna be a bit dark. I enjoy the candlelight atmosphere there. So I don't know if I'm gonna maybe I'll put a cover on the side of the stained glass window or something. But I can always do that later. Next up, I want to show you the coloring. And remember all the weird color going on here? Like it's me trying to fix this color layer. See? This layer. Now this is the color of the room. It's pretty dark because I cannot tolerate sunlight. It's bad for me. It's horrible for me. I mean, it won't kill me, but I hate the sunlight, so I prefer the candlelight. Yes. And I have my mirror. This is my mirror. Yeah, it's a golden layered mirror. This is my mirror. I spend a lot of time doing that. Yeah, so if I turn off the sketch, yeah, this looks more nicely. So the sketch is only for reference. I like to use the light and the dark to kind of make it pops out to define the shape. Looks like I need some work here. So while I'm at it, let me try to fix this. So my color mirror layer. It's all scuffy and oh, this is just a casual stream, so let me fix this. Oh yeah, I locked it. Yeah, it always happened to me. I mean, I study art as a 2D, like I do 2D art, not digital art, so I'm still getting used to all these layerings. Did I get the color right? I know how to use this picker. I'm just trying to fix the... Wow. Yeah, I just need to smooth out all the pixelated area. I know it's a bad habit if you like go that close up and try to fix everything there because you lost sight of the bigger picture. But I don't know, is there a better way to do it? I really don't know. I'm still practicing how to do it. I want to be like a good illustrator. Like a lot of people on Twitter, I see so many pretty art. I was like so inspired by it. And I'm like, I was sitting there looking at everyone's like pretty art and I'm like, I don't know how to do digital art. I must learn how to do digital art. Cannot stay like 2D forever, right? I mean, I still enjoy doing like 2D arts because I really enjoy the texture of the canvas, the paper, the paints, and the watercolors. Yes, the watercolors. Watercolors take such a long time to do like a nice watercolor painting. I mean, with like IRL in real life kind of artwork, you cannot do layer. You cannot have like flexibility like here in digital art. Just gonna smooth out the... Yeah. Why? No, not that pixel. Come on. Yeah, I like the flexibility of digital art. I mean, if you mess up like one layer, you can always add a layer to compensate what you did wrong. But with, say, watercolor, you really cannot do that. I mean, acrylic, you can kind of put another layer of acrylic and hide it, just like the layering here. But with watercolor, once it's on the paper, there's no way you can fix it, right? So the watercolor is like it's very challenging, but I enjoy doing it. I mean, there's like a raw touch with the watercolor texture. So this is my window. Oh no, sorry. I mean my mirror. Okay. Let me lock it. Yes, I think I kind of fixed it. Well, I'll leave it a little bit rough so that it got like a drawing touch to it. I mean, if you make it too perfect, there'll be like it'd be like a photo, but I want to keep it like a drawing, if you know what I mean. So next up, I have the mirror. Yes, so this is the actual part of mirror. This is where all the reflection happens. I'm a vampire, but I do kind of have a reflection. I mean, like, one of my first cover song was Mulan's Reflection. It was supposed to be me looking over the water and look at myself and kind of reflect upon myself. So yes, I do have reflection, but in my room, I will leave the reflection out, or maybe one day I'll put my face there, so that you know this is my room. So next up we have the candles. I actually did the candle work during my Twitch testing stream. It was horrible. I mean, you know what? Like after I finished that stream, the test stream, I realized halfway in my video, in my live, my whole screen dropped. So like the screen you're looking at now just turned into this like big white screen with nothing there, and I was like talking to myself. I didn't know that. Like I thought I was monitoring it, but I have so many windows open up and I couldn't get hold of it, and I was like staring at this white screen trying to talk about how am I going to do the candle. I actually finished the whole candle, like drawing the whole candle, without realizing that I was all blanked out all the way. Yeah, that was horrible. When I was looking back at the thought, I was like, oh man, shoot. Like not only my voice, like there was like an overlay, so it creates this like an audio overlay. It creates this really strange, weird echoing. So I can hear myself speaking twice. I hope it doesn't hear on YouTube, or I'll be like very, very disappointed or upset. Yeah. Yeah, so I did the whole drawing there without realizing my audio is horrible. My background music was like far, far, far too loud. I don't know if the background music level here is okay. From what I see, should be fine. Yeah. So, well, that was like a really, really scuffed. My first stream was like so scuffed. Voice are doubling, chat not showing, and then the background music was too loud. And then worst of all, it was like the internet. The internet was so bad. Like now I managed to have better internet because yesterday I actually went out and got like a 5G contract Wi-Fi for like a year. So now I have like good internet now. It's supposed to be like a really good internet. So yeah, this is going to help me a lot, I hope. Because with that bad internet, I was dropping like far below 25 frame rate per second. It was so bad. But looks like now I'm pretty fine, okay with it. So yeah, I did the candles on Twitch all by myself without knowing that no one actually able to see it. I was like so embarrassed, and I end up like private that stream video on Twitch. Yeah, so here's my candle. Let me show you but this is the color. So if I turn off the sketch, it'll be like this. So now when I put it into perspective, I think I need to edit the mirrors a little bit because it doesn't show up like a candle, right? I mean, there's a luminosity, there's like a glowing light from the candles, but it's just not there. I don't know what should I do with it. Maybe adding light casts onto the screen, onto the mirror. Oh well. But today I want to complete the fireplace, like this fireplace part. So, okay. What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm doing now. So let me turn off the flower. This one is in my way. I will turn off the coloring of the candle. So I have this right here. With my fireplace, I want it to be like a darker color. Or maybe I should turn off this too. So for my fireplace, I want to be a darker color, maybe somewhere closer to a black. So I start off gray and maybe get a little darker color. Or maybe I can do something similar to that of the mirror, like this, and change make it look a little bit darker. And just color it all the way. So the coloring layer is below my sketch layer, so that I can see the sketch and fix all the. If I go like if I paint outside the. Oh, sorry. See, my bad. I forgot to add actually new layer, and I will call this the fireplace. Oh, why am I in French? Fireplace. Tell me, nay. Okay, fireplace. So now, I'm just gonna lock it so that I don't accidentally do anything to it. So now I can start painting into a darker color. I'll just go over. It's like a coloring book. Yes. So now that with the little hint of purple in this color, it will blend with the rest of my room quite nicely, I think. I'm just gonna color it. I will show up with like a smaller. So this part is technically also, but this part you probably wouldn't see in like in a final drawing. So anyways, I'm still gonna color it. It's nice. Here. So with this spray paint, there's the transparency that I need to fix and to make it more solid, or else it will show up in the when I turn on the background. Well, let me see how it looks in the background. Oh darn it! It looks like part of the background. Oh god! I think I need to change the color again. Okay. I'm glad I kind of checked it, or else I'll be like doing the same thing. Okay, so this color. I go over to tonal correction and maybe try to change the. I think I can change the saturation to a little bit, not much more, like more on the gray. This is quite a lot. Okay. So let's see. Well, better, but oh, and then the strange layer that got. Let's see. Yeah, if you look on the like this part, this is what I was talking about. There was something gone wrong with that flower face layer. Maybe I can try to change that now. So this is the layer from my candle. This layer. I used my eraser. I'm going to unlock it again. Oh, it's still there. What should I do? Okay. Looks like I need another layer to fix that one. Okay, never mind then. Bye. So the scuff here, I will have to manually change it later. But meanwhile, let me try to finish the basic color of this layer. Sorry, I dupe. Too small. And I forgot to change the color because I changed the tone. And it has to be matching up. It has to match up. like how spray paint, because like when I do 2D art, like a real life painting, I don't really have spray paint. So when I discovered digital art, you can actually have this like spray paint function. I went wild with it. Ah, so smooth, like buttery smooth color. But then with the buttery smooth color, you don't get the texture. Oh well, you always have you like here in Clipping Studio. There's like a texture brushes that we can play with. Ah, this is the part that I cannot work with. I think that part that I couldn't work with, I will wait till the very end to fix that. I wonder if I will be doing outlines. I'm just gonna keep it with the using light and shadow to create that kind of outline-like effect. I mean, the outline is well used in animation arts, animation style. But in like when you are painting like an oil painting or maybe acrylic, you rarely put like a black or maybe even a dark gray outline on top of your artwork. It's just make it very 2D. It's a 2D thing. And whereas in like real life painting, when you do acrylics and watercolor, you want it to look as natural, realistic as possible. So I don't know how people work with their digital art, but with 2D art, you usually start off with like a base color and then you move on to creating shadows. So this is the shadow, the dark of it. And you put the light very, very end. Like when you almost finish your artwork, like your art, you put the lights there. So I am just gonna develop the shadows to create that kind of like a 3D effect here. So let me turn off the fireplace outline and to make it more smooth. Because I was like doing it behind the. I need a very small tip. So that, or perhaps maybe I can try using this straight line. After all, this is straight. Ugh. This is like the rough idea. I don't know if this is how you are supposed to do digital art, but maybe everyone have their own style, right? So let me cross check with the fireplace. Yeah, I think I need a bigger brush. So now I have a smoother line, and then I'm just gonna fill in very carefully. I just create this very nice line. I don't want to ruin it. And perhaps an eraser. So if I turn on the fireplace, guess it's fine because this is just a sketch. So yeah, this is just a sketch. I will need to. I'm just gonna follow the color shape. In the end, I'm not gonna show the fireplace. Oops, sorry, phone call. Fireplace. Yes. So where am I? Yeah, in the end, I'm not gonna show the outline. So this will be the primary outline of the fireplace. So it's much more important if I smooth out the edges from here. I will use a curve. Oh, maybe a little bigger. Just gonna make the curve. Always go back to the reference for fireplace. So this part is straight, but this part is a curve. Okay. Straight line. So there's actually a little bit here. A little bit curvier there. It's pretty good. Good enough. And onto the top. So this is supposed to be a straight line. It is a table, so well, I mean not a table, a fireplace. Oh, you really wanted to have a very straight kind of edge. Like a fireplace. Okay, this is also another straight edge. Bit curvier, but then this part is also. Is this a curve? I think I can do it just by freehand, but then I'm just gonna do this part first, and then I go freehand. Making the color more concentrated. So we are on to the side. The side also have a little bit curve to it, isn't it? Yes, there's a curve. There's a curve. Let's see, fireplace. Okay. So this part, there's a little bit of a curve here, and then it will go straight. Does that happen to this side? Why is it? Is it me or like why is it? Oh, so this part I will have to create it with the color. Because this part's supposed to be, I think I messed up on the sketch or something. Well, if that's the case, maybe I should keep it like straight. I shouldn't do the curve thing. I mean, I can always fix it, but what do you think? It doesn't look the same to me. So, I think I messed up my sketch. Oh well. No. I'm just gonna keep this straight. So this straight. Not very good in art. I fail. Oh well. So let me do a straight line. And then I can clean up a little bit. Here we go. Guys. So it's pretty rigid. The shapes here are pretty rigid. That's good. I mean, next time if I draw like a room or something like again, I will remind myself like this lesson I have, messing up all the dimensions. And I mean, technically you aren't supposed to proceed when you found like there's something that you can fix, but it's too late for me now. So we'll fix the curve here. Fireplace reference. I'm gonna do a curve line. The curve actually starts here, so. Can I do the rest by freehand? I'll try. I don't know why it's like so much easier to do by freehand sometimes. Ta-da! Yay! A much more defined shape. So now I just need to work on the curve here and decide what I wanted to do. I think if I turn on the fireplace, you see this part is much more defined, much more logical than this part here. So maybe I should go fix the artwork, like the sketch. Let me lock it. So this is the outline is where I have trouble. So this line should go like this part. This is the part that I mess up. This line should go like here. Let me try to do. It should be like this. And the curve should be like here. This is the problematic part. So it should be like this instead. Now this looks much more logical, but with this fix, I mess up the curve right here, so I will have to fix this part of the curve as well. Let me take a look at a reference. So just a little bit of a curve. And I can do a straight line. Easy! See? It's not that bad. Too thick, sorry. It's not that bad. Yeah, can manage. Now this looks more decent. But this line here, I think I can smooth it out a little bit more. This should be a lot smoother. Now, this looks much more natural. Great. So, well, today I will end my stream here because I have some groceries to do. But I will try to come back onto YouTube streaming again, or maybe I will post my link on, well, my Twitch link here, so that if you happen to subscribe or you joined in and you like my drawings, and if you like my content, or if you just like to hear me speak and like noob around drawing and perhaps noob around doing playing games, then feel free to subscribe and also follow me on Twitch. Oh, and also have a Twitter. All my latest news, my most recent news or anything, I'm always on Twitter. So yeah, if you like me, come join me. So I will end this here now. I hope to see you soon.